Taurus, how you doing? Welcome to your weekly reading here on the Astroflower. I nearly said dailies because I'm doing the dailies on the shorts during the week. If you haven't seen them, go and see them. I love doing them. Yeah, the weeklies going from the 8th to the 14th of April. Okay, the sun's dropped out since the 30th, and it's been on a steady decline, real steady decline. And we've had some corona holes and stuff like that. So it meant getting on and doing things, but at the same time, the energy's gonna be dropping out. We might see this some point this week here for you. Overall energies here, karmic message on your relationships side, karmic message on your financial side, influence on the universe, influence on past self, future self, and the general outcome. King of Cups. I think the overall energy here is trying to encourage you to be sit in a very comfortable position in regards to your emotions. And this could be on your financial as much as is on your relationship side. So it's not biting on something. It's like that's the sort of energy that's sort of coming back. It's almost like it's someone in your corner just sort of saying to us, calm, it's okay, don't get triggered by it, don't get triggered by it. And this could be, as I say, much on your financial side as much as on your relationship side. On your karmic message on your relationship side, you got the Four of Pentacles. This is where I'm sort of saying don't bite. This is, I don't know if it came up in your weekly reading last week, but it's a case here is on your karmic message here is don't sell yourself cheaply. That's what I'm getting out of this. It could be as well that you're holding on to something, an old ideal, a relationship that sort of no longer exists, but you're still sort of like dreaming about it. It could well be that for some of you, but I think for the majority of you, it's a case of no, don't get triggered too easily. Don't allow your emotions to be sold too cheaply. You get 2 fours now, you get 4 from the universe, and the universe here is sort of saying, if you don't trigger yourself and you keep calm and you use that energy around you in order to help you to sort of like remain calm and stuff like that in the situation, that's when the universe is sort of saying within your relationships you can go to the next level. We're talking about marriage and stuff like that, or moving in with someone, or asking someone out for a meal or something like that, and it's heading into a whole new landscape for you. Where's it come from the past? I think you've understood a lot. I think you've put out a lot in regards to emotions and invested in the relationships that are around you. That's helped you to see the feedback, which has made you a lot smarter in the past. And that smartness, I think, is also driving that of not selling yourself cheaply, basically. I think that's a really good thing for you. Yeah, you're moving on to calmer shores. You go from the 7, you've got 2 fours here. Now you've got the 7 of Swords going on to the 6 of Swords. I think through that sort of like intelligence that you have gathered over the past, say, month and a half, you are coming up to your birthday as well. So, the last month before the birthday season can be, I say the last 3 months are like the autumn period. And this could slow you down a little bit. But you are definitely heading towards calmer shores. And the overall energy is encouraging you to do that. I think energy is actually bringing you to that stage. It's really helping you out here. And I would follow any, coincidences, any sort of connections that you feel around you that feels right energetically and that sort of thing. And it sits with you nicely, because that's where you're going on to. There's obviously something that's gone on in the past, or something that's, and this could be family, friends, community, this could be a load of different things. But whatever it is, it's put you in a position where you're not going to sell yourself too cheaply. And that's where you're heading. That's where those karma shores are taking you. And the reason you're getting there is because of you're playing smarter rather than harder, as it were. So I think you're investing in relationships that are worth investing in. Excuse me a second. I think you're investing in relationships that are worth investing in, basically. A lot better for you. It puts you in a position of power as well. and it gives you that insight to what you want to be living in the going future. On your financial side, you get the Ace of Swords, crowning moment on your karmic path. This is what I meant about sort of having, wind's just about to pick up. Sorry about this. Let me just I forgot my stones. I've got to get my stones out. A card flew off earlier on. So let me just get my stones in order. Yeah, it looks like you've got this crowning glory that's coming in on your karmic path. You have created your own success here. And I think here is as well, it's sort of saying, do not get too excited until everything is across the line, until the money's in the bank, basically. That's what I'm sort of trying to say. Until the money's in the bank, I wouldn't get too carried away with things. Stay true to your path, stay true to where you're going and stuff like that. You know, don't lose track of the quality controls that you have put in place in accordance to your life. You know, you've set the bar now. Don't lower it just to give yourself a win. Keep that bar high, and it will keep you focused, really laser focused. Yeah, focus on the future, not on the past. And recognizing recognizing that in the past disappointments, it may be a case where you kind of think, I'm across the line, but you're not. And then you get disappointed because that job, that company goes bust and you lose that job, for example, in the past. And that's where you're letting down your guard, as it were, on your financial side in the past. And I think you've learned that lesson. It's now time to apply that into the future. Look at that. Ace of Swords and Ace of Wands. It's been very, very invigorating for you, Taurus. No doubt about it. You've got a good vibration going on in regards to your financial world at the moment. That says out with the old and in with the new, but this is the past. And I think you have turned a major corner in regards to your financial or your job, your business and your projects. You've really turned a real big corner for you. And in your future self, it's kind of sort of saying, I think this is to do with this. If you don't want that disappointment from the past, I think you've got to learn from the past what invigorated you to do what you want to do and create the scenario in order for you to get the job that you wanted to do or start the business you wanted to start or the project or whatever. It's now, how do I see things now that it's working? How do I push it to the next level? How do I see it in a different level, in a different way, in order to get the best out of things? I've got to put that card to one side because there is an ant. Come on, my friends. Go on. Welcome to the Astroflower. I like it, but, don't want any casualties on my Astroflower. Yeah, I think this is where in the future, because of this sort of calming factor you've got going on around you, it's allowing you to see your success in a different way. Exploring your emotions or your passion, sorry. That seems to be the thing that's on the cards at the moment, that's coming up. And I think this is going to help you see things differently. So your crowning glory, your crowning moment, which has come in from the past, of which you have instigated, has now opened up to a fresh proliferate of passions that can be in your life. And I think that's what's going to be the driving force behind you. Your passions as you go forward. It's going to be the thing that's really helps you to get the best out of your career, get the best out of your business, your projects, whatever it is. Exploring your passions and seeing things differently is going to really help you keep progressing rather than slipping into that, because that's really just a warning card more than anything else, I think. Lover's card, clarification here. Is that got to do with that? When you have calm and control and weight over your emotions, not only do you feel a lot more alignment with yourself, but you're going to feel yourself in alignment with other people as well. And also within your financial world as well. It makes you feel alignment of what you're doing. And I think this is part of the key for you at the moment, to understand the energies that are going on around you, and how you can really benefit from those emotions, or benefit from those energies that are around you, in order to keep you on the stern ship, on a stable ship, on the keeping your cap on the right course. Don't give away. If you give away your emotions, your time, your effort, your energy, and everything like that too lightly, I think you're going to miss your dream. I think you're going to miss the ultimate goal. You're going to get deviated off your path. And I think in your karmic path here is to realize that this week here, to realize how to apply yourself in your life with this spiritual awakening that's happening. You're applying yourself in your life, which is going to bring you the results, bring you the ultimate goals of what you want out of relationships around you. Yeah, look, you get the page of wands again, but this time with the 4 wands. I almost get as if like the universe is sort of saying, you may want to ask someone to a meal, or ask someone to move in with you, or and you can feel that passion boiling up inside you. If it feels right and it's honorable and it goes in the direction of what you ideally want to live, the universe here is sort of saying, allow your passions to boil over with the people that you really want to be involved with. And when I say boil over, I don't mean in a nasty way, I get angry and stuff like that. I think it's much more of a loving thing. So it's bringing things to the surface where you've got no choice. You've got to go and ask that person if they want to go to the cinema, or go out for a meal, or go for a walk, or whatever it is. I think you need to investigate that and then explore that idea. With the 7 of swords, you get the 2 of pentacles. The playing smart in the past, and I think it has been quite difficult for you at times. I think playing smart in the past is now giving you those choices, is now making you, put you in a position, kind of sort of saying, now I'm being selective about what I invest my time, my emotions, my energy into the relationships. I'm now seeing what works, what comes back, where there's a fair exchange in your relationships. And I think that's learning from the past of how you have like you have little idiosyncrasies that sort of show the situation for what it is. I talk about sometimes, if you drop something and they pick it, let's say if you drop your you drop your a cable or something like that, and that person picks the thing up for you. It's like a note, as if to sort of say, yeah, that person's worth it. And that's where you're playing smart. You're observing a lot of things you should be observing, a lot of things that are around you. You've now got the Page of Swords with this. I think this is where your ideas are going to take you to Karma Shorts. And I think the overall energy is encouraging that. I think the exchange that you get from that quietness and that alignment with yourself allows you that sort of space to explore the ideas of what it provokes, and sort of saying, if I do this, then this is going to be good for me. It's going to provide me with a lot of a lot of calm, loving energy around me. And it's, how do you get that into action? How do you convert the ideas into reality? That's what's going to be pushing you on out of this week here. And it's going to put you in control. There is no doubt about it. Look at that. That comes up with that. You're laughing. I think this is a real... I got a funny feeling you're because you're in the last part of your year before your new year, your birthday, and you should treat your birthday as a new year. I think now you're starting to see the attributes or the abundances that you can have in your relationships around you. And you got to basically, the binding glue of all of this is happiness. And it does shine a bit of light on you as well. I almost get like sort of like people around you sort of saying, what's Taurus going to decide? What they're going to do? What they're going to decide? How they're going to go? Where they're going to go? Which direction are they going to go in? Sort of scenario. I think it's a really good clearing the decks week where you know a lot of what's going on in your relationships. On your financial side, your crowning glory is your passions and how you're a hard worker, basically, Taurus. Sticking to a rhythm, sticking to a plan as well, which you've got, I think is really important. It's all part and parcel of your crowning glory here. It's going to make you very decisive in business, very decisive in your job, in your projects. You're just going to be able to decide and go for it, basically. And it's going to be really nice, I think, for you and everyone around you as well, even for the companies that you work for or for your own company. Whatever it is, it does bode very well for you. The universe, as I said here, is learning by your past, nurturing it. And I think the universe here is sort of saying ultimate success. And this success doesn't necessarily mean financial success. This could also be karmic success, doing what you want to do. Is not a night and day thing. It is cultivated over time. And I think the universe is here is sort of saying, keep going on, keep cultivating your success. Moving forward, creating constantly. Where's your past, your future? There is a moment in the past where there was the tipping of the scales, I think, in your favor. And it's almost as if this is what I think this ties into this actually. It's almost as if you're waiting for this inspirational tower moment to happen again, where the universe is sort of saying, no, this is a gradual thing. This is brick by brick sort of scenario. And I think this is where you've got to be a little bit careful. And this is why you have got the King of Cups as well. Be consistent and looking forward to the future, but looking in a way that is constantly building rather than going up through big explosions, as it were. Well, with the hangman, you get the judgment, ascension. You are going to spring forward. You are going to spring forward. There is no doubt about it. This is in your future event. This is what sort of comes out at the end of the week and coming into the sort of like boding the following week. And yes, I think through seeing your projects, your business, and your career path in a different light, sort of saying, how can I help it to continually grow? Seeing things differently, it's going to give you that judgment moment, that ascension moment where you really step into your higher self. And that's what we were talking about there as well. You being part of your higher self. And it seems to be playing beautifully for you. Just see what this passion is, learning about these passions. You get the Seven of Cups. As you learn about your passions, as you start, you know that is one of the driving forces behind your success in your life. And you've now got 2 sevens on this side here, which is, you've got 3 sevens on the table as well, which is very, very encouraging. This here is about sort of saying, when you feel it, follow it. Basically, that's what that's saying there, because that's what's going to bring you the success. It's going to bring you that sort of like evident path. That's what the 7 of Cups does. It shows you really what is fulfilling you, not necessarily what is working at this present time, but what fulfills you, what makes you feel passionate about what you're doing. And once you get that, I would use that as a big driving force as you go forward. It's going to help you enormously. Okay? So, should have the eclipse reading coming out on Monday as well, collective and individual. Trying to see the format of it, how I could do that, whether I'm going to do it in a timestamp or whatever, but it'll be on our channel. There's also loads of stuff on Cymatic TV, our sister channel, our channel all about energy. I am creating a studio at the moment, so I'm saturated in things to do. Yes, watch this space more than anything else. Thank you very much for being here. Really do appreciate it. I hope you get the best out of these readings. I will see you soon. In the meantime, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.